Welcome, lovely people. Today, once again, I'm playing on my PlayStation. We are on the EU server because that is where I have my discount because of my membership. And we are going to have a look at the Imp Mart items that we can get for December of 2025. Once again, I am also just doing my settings on my computer, so bear with me a few moments while I do so. I wish there was a way to have these preset, to be honest, because I find that would be much more helpful. The only thing I would need to put up is a thumbnail, but all my settings have to be done every time. And it's a little annoying, especially because my settings never change. Every time I do a live stream, the settings remain the same for everything. So it would be nice if it could be consistently just set that way, unless I make a change, and then I wouldn't have to do this every single time. But yeah. Unfortunately, YouTube is set up the way that it's set up, and it has other faults, like me not seeing comments sometimes, and later on when I'll go through, like, there's a section in the YouTube Studio, so that's where we edit everything and change all the information on our videos and things like that. There's a section in there where I can go through and find unanswered comments, and sometimes I go to those and something that was said ages ago is there and I didn't even know it was there. I need to check that more frequently. Actually, that would probably help. But settings are done. I'm just going to bring up the stream on my computer to make sure it's functioning. If people could do a yes in the chat to make sure that I can be heard, that would be wonderful, so that I know that my microphone is working. And we're all good. We are up. All right, I'm coming across to my phone. And then, as per usual, we will go through everything and I'll be able to see you guys' what you say in the chat on my phone. Come on. Okay, stream came up straight away. Now, this is an interesting Imp Mart because a good chunk of these I already have. So I'm going to be showcasing them on a character that already has them. For example, the mutant skin, the Zatanna style. I didn't have the top hat I went and purchased, but the rest of the style I had. The lantern accessories, there's quite a few things. Oh, good. Lucifer said he can hear me. Thank you, Lucifer. That is good to know. Let's put all messages up instead of top messages so it doesn't skip anything like it has in the past. Apparently, even when I do this setting, it still skips things. So, it's got an attitude problem, my phone. All right. Let's go through to the Imp Mart. What did you say? The return of the mutant skin. Ooh, the ideas for it. I know, right? The mutant skin is a nice one. It was very, very hard to get earlier because you had to purchase, I think it was for 10 booster bundles, you got the mutant skin. And I mean, not everyone's going to be buying multiple sets of booster bundles. They're an expensive item to get if you're not... I mean, if you're aiming for that one nice reward, it can be kind of handy for people to go through them. But, not everyone is going to have the mutant skin. I do. I showcased it when they had it available through the booster bundles, so I have that one to show you guys. But today we'll actually be able to show you everything. I was not so keen on purchasing one of the items, so my mum has offered to showcase that one for us so that I don't have to go and swap over to my Wonder Woman character. Let's go to the marketplace, go through the Imp Mart, discuss some of the items, and then we will showcase them. So, mutant skin style, I realize it says purchased. It's not purchased by me, I had it already. So if you are someone who already has an item that is inside this Imp Mart and they have it blocked so you can't buy it because you technically already have it purchased, go across to a different character, purchase it through them, and then it will become accessible. So, this is my main tune. She does have the majority of things unlocked on her, unless there's something like very specific, like lantern things are for a specific kind of build, a lantern build. She doesn't necessarily have all of those things available, but mutant skin is one that she does have. So if you are like me and want to get it on all your characters, I probably will, I'm going to be honest, then you would need to go to a character that doesn't already have it, and then the purchase will go through. I can't buy it on this character because apparently it thinks I already have it, but yeah, I mean I do, just not on every character. Mutant skin is a very rare item. It was available through a booster bundle. That also goes for the Wondrous Spin emote and the blue metallic chroma pack. Though I will say mutant skin, I'm pretty sure you received outright if you purchased 10. Wondrous Spin and blue metallic, I believe, were random drop, and you may or may not have got it. So at the moment, blue metallic is one that I think you can only find at the broker. You can't buy it through anything else in game, and the broker, the price varies and it depends on what server you're on with regard to that one. So it's up to you whether or not you think it's worth it to grab it from here rather than purchase from broker. You do have the benefit on here of if you do purchase it through the marketplace, you will have it on all of your characters. Also, the prices that are being showcased at the moment include the 40% discount, but also include my discount as a member. I believe that all the ones that are 3,780 are actually 4,200 for people without a membership. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the prices. It may be a little more expensive exclusive for you if you haven't maintained a membership. This is the only location I have a membership, which is why I do most of my showcasing over here. Then we have Ethereal Material Bundle. So this has got the black, green, purple, and red ethereal materials. The one thing I do like about these, so you can see I'm currently wearing the Laughing Knight coat. This, along with the shadow material, are some of the few, shadowbender, I should say. The shadowbender material are some of the few that elongate to the actual shape of the, I don't know what you call it, what causes what causes the coat to be of a particular shape, and then they cut out some of the visual and make it invisible so that the back of my coat will still hang the same way. This covers that section, so you get a nice long one all the way down to the ankles with these, which is kind of fun. Not all materials will do this. In fact, the majority do not. If you do want to have your coat do this with Laughing Knight, you can do it through the Shadowbender material that you can get from Dakota City. But these are quite cool too. I do already have this on the account where I wanted it. So I have a character called Unmitigated Ghoul, and she's basically covered in this in the purple. But I did purchase it here today so I can show you on this account as well, because Unmitigated Ghoul is on Xbox. So we're not going to see her here. Prismatic Cosmic Aura Bundle. This I did purchase. I already had blue and purple available to me, so I didn't get those from this bundle, but for my other characters they will and should be able to collect them. But I already had 2 of these. But these are so pretty. My mum also wants to see the white one on my character to decide whether she wants it or not, so that's going to be helpful for her as well, but hopefully helpful for you guys to decide too. The Tesla Aura Bundle. We have blue, green, orange, purple, red, white, and yellow. I also have a bunch of boxes that have these. I haven't opened them yet. I'm actually saving them up to potentially be rewards for you guys whenever I do competitions and things. I have a stockpile of rewards that can be given to you in the game. A few of them are the Tesla Aura. So I have purchased this so that we could showcase them all. And I do quite like the way that they look and the way that they move, but I think it's a bit of an acquired taste, so it may not be everyone's desirable piece. I don't know. We will have to have a look and see. Then we have the Lantern Accessory Bundle. I already had some of these, so yeah, it ended up, I had a look, and if you already have the Lantern accessories on your other characters and you just want to unlock it on one more, and you're going to do it by replay badges, it's going to cost you more. So they cost 525 to unlock. It's 1,000 replay badges that you'll need plus, and that's already 2,250 of the marketplace cash. If you have a membership, it's even more if you don't. So if you're wanting to grab those on multiple characters, it's actually cheaper to go here and grab them all anyway, even if you already have them. Then we have, but mind you, if you don't want to go here and you need them on specific characters, guys, these are in game. So unless you need them for a bunch of characters, you're better off not buying it here. If you go to Death Metal, you can find the green, the red, and the yellow. If you go to Doomed Washington, you can get the ultraviolet. It is 100% not necessary to do it through here. As long as you've got, I think there are 100 or 150 source marks each. You're better off doing it that way if you don't need it on a bunch of characters. If you have one Lantern character, don't buy it here. It's a waste of money. Then we've got the Magician Style Bundle. This one I'm a little bit like, I don't like that they put it in here because I feel like people who don't know the game well might think that it's something quite rare and difficult to get. This is not rare at all. This is something you can get through 2 vendors. So the hairstyle and the chest piece are both available in Chaos Gotham. They are, I think, 200 and 100 respectively. So the hair piece, I think, is 200, and then the chest piece is 1. I may be wrong on that amount, but I mean, how many people are going to need Zatanna's style with only 3 pieces in it on every character? It's basically a no. And then if you go to Cursed, you're going to be able to get the top hat. So all of these pieces can be purchased separately in-game with source marks for one character. The only thing you might use across like a whole bunch of characters is the hair. If you're someone who really likes the magician hair and you have a bunch of female characters that it looks great on, or a bunch of male characters that you want that long flowy look, that's okay. That might be worth it for you to purchase from here if you're wanting it on everyone. But honestly, the chest piece and the hat, how many characters are you going to put that on? Probably 1. So this is, I hope it's not something that ends up tricking a bunch of people who don't know where to get these pieces, because man, that one's very easy to come by. You just got to work for your source marks on that one. I wouldn't recommend buying it from here unless you really want that hairstyle on every single character, because man, That's pricey for that. Even though it's the cheapest, one of the cheapest things here, it's still quite pricey. Oh, true, true. Lucifer said the net leggings you can get from Vape Vendor. If you want the net leggings, which I will say are not included here, it is just the hair, the top hat, and the shirt. The leggings you can get from the Fate Vendor. And I have them. They're, I think, 100 of the Fate tokens. So, it's so not worth it to buy this, in my opinion. And I didn't, by the way. I have all these items anyway. I didn't have to buy this at all. It says purchased, but I didn't buy it. This is the only character it's going to say purchased for, and my character that has the Zatanna style, which I think is Shattered Shifter. So other than that, I don't need it. I don't need it on any other character. Then we have the Forged Metal Chroma Pack. You're going to get 1, 2, and 3 from this, the 3 different variants. If you are like me and have been playing long enough that you received Forged Metal Chroma number 1 as a free drop reward from a code that we used to be able to put in here, when you do purchase this, you will only get 2 and 3 on those characters that have the first one already. So keep that in mind. The first one is nice on its own. You may not even need to get the whole pack. I got the whole pack so I can show you guys. But yeah, I don't know. You can't get the code anymore for Forged Metal Chroma. I don't actually know where this one dropped. So this may be available in-game. I'm not sure, but I'm going to look that one up quickly for you guys, just in case it is an easy one to get. I've never got it before. It's not one that I found really, really desirable. So Forge Metal Chroma. Let's see if it's available in-game. I'm going to guess that it's probably something from early on with booster bundles or capsules or something. While Forge Metal Chroma is a random drop into the Dark Multiverse raid. Okay, so a random drop piece. There we go. So a little bit tricky to come by. You don't know if you're going to get it. I would assume also people might have it at the broker. I haven't looked up the price for this one. I saw the price of it and went, you know what, I can afford to do that so that I can show you guys this one. We're going to do it, so I grabbed it. The only thing I have not purchased today is Wondrous Spin emote. I have this. I have this on my Wonder Woman character where I want it. I don't want it on a single other character, particularly as the Wondrous Spin emote has a tendency to, on particular characters who have the flirty personality, the glow of it will go slightly to the side. So when I activate it, you can see my character is standing on the side. It activates with the glow in the center of where my character is currently standing, but when she spins upright and central, so the glow is to the right-hand side of her. It's something I talked about the very first time I got it. I'm happy with it on my Wonder Woman. I don't want it on this character. So my mum did want it on her character. She plans to potentially do a Wonder Woman style at some point on this character specifically, and potentially her one on US as well. For anyone who plays both servers and uses the one account, anything you purchase on here that can be downloaded by multiple characters will be downloadable from the marketplace on both EU and US, so that all of your characters will be able to have access to it, which I think is very nice that it functions that way. Means you're purchasing once, but you get it for all of the characters on the various areas that you play. So quite like that about it. Let's go through them and have a look at what they all look like. So we'll start at the beginning of my list. So I collected them and put them in here so that we could look at them in here as well. This is how they'll drop inside of your inventory so that you can collect them. Obviously, this would also normally have a purple and a blue, which is why there's 2 gaps at the end here. There's normally 7 for this, just like there's 7 for the Tesla. Tesla I don't have on this character. I have it on a couple of characters, but I think they're Xbox. So I'm kind of glad to get it here. There are some characters where I do think that will be useful for me. Let's go through, grab all of the cosmic, and then we will showcase each one. I will also maybe take the chroma off my character or put something a little more neutral, because this purple is very, very able to clash. Like, it's very, very likely it's going to clash with something, so. All right. Pardon me. I'm also going to put the mutant skin on. So, where are we? Skin, mutant down here. 2 of my characters have mutant skin. This character and a character on Xbox who I specifically made a mutant. So we'll do that. She's going to look a little bit worse for wear while we go through this showcase, because I do want you guys to be able to see everything. So her hair is coming off so that you guys can actually see the skin. And the makeup section is the section that will put the glow on her. So you can see it there. I'm going to turn it to white so it doesn't clash with the auras and make it so they don't look quite as good, so that we can see that. But that's what we're going to go with so you guys can see it. I'm also going to do what I normally do, which is chuck on a slimline, because the slimline is the easiest one for me to use chromas on for you guys to be able to see where the swatching sits. So we will do that. Oh wait, Abysmal is what I was using. All right. That's the first step. All right, then we want to do the blue metallic chroma. That's the first one on the list there. So I think that's down the bottom, blue metallic chroma. So this isn't one that I find particularly desirable, but I did think that you guys might be interested in it, so I wanted to grab it for that reason. And also, sometimes we do showcases of stuff on live streams and people ask if I have something and want to see it. So I prefer to have it so that I can show you guys. So there we go. We will put the first one on everything, so you can see where the swatching falls, and we will put the blue cosmic aura on at the same time so we can look at both. If anyone has a request on how they would like me to show some of these things, if you want to see it without something on, like for example, if you want the chroma off and have everything white, like my mom's character potentially, so that you can see things better, let me know. I'm more than happy to show it however it's best for you guys, because you are the ones who could potentially buy these and need to know. It's why I'm making the video, right? Or rather the stream, so that you guys can see. So this is the blue metallic chroma. This is also the mutant skin currently on my character. I will strip her soon so you can see it better, but I thought since the chroma is the first item on the list besides the mutant skin, we'll put them both on and have a look at that chroma. I do quite like the fact that we only have sheen on 2 of the swatches, and that dark blue one is quite dark and matte. It makes me a little bit more inclined to use it, because I'll probably use the dark matte color on the majority of what I wear on my character, and then have the 2 shiny swatches be something that like pops through on this one. So it's a good one to use for that. It means that the shiny doesn't bug me as much as it does on some of the others, because we all know I'm not a big keen person to come with the shiny materials and chromas so much. That was great English right there. The aura is one that I already had. I had it because I needed it for my Miss Omniverse so that she could match Multiverse's character. This is the aura that he has. This is currently the blue. I think it's so pretty. I know that my mum is probably going to prefer the white one, but I do think the blue one would suit her character, because for her, she sees the 10th metal chroma on her character and calls it white. I see it and call it blue. We're clearly seeing something different, or maybe she has, because she did color theory, so she's more likely to be accurate than me. But when we put it to a vote, you guys said blue. So I'm thinking it's more blue than white. I don't know. So I wonder if this aura might suit it more than the white. But we'll see what she does. I mean, if she does like one of them, she's likely to purchase it for her character, and then we'll end up with a cute little galaxy angel. It'll be adorable. Let's put the next swatch on. So we'll chuck on number 2. Oh, I don't like that high amount of the blue shiny on her so much. Not so much, no. And we'll grab a different aura. I'm going to put the white on for my mum. So we'll go back to Cosmic, and we'll do white. It's not going to clash with what we've currently got on. All right, so that is the second swatch for the blue metallic chroma, and is also the white version of the Cosmic aura. I do not like that high sheen on that blue, but obviously I wouldn't use it this way, so I think that wouldn't be a problem. But I mean, you guys, I see some of the stuff you guys do that I would never do, and you make it look so good. I don't know how you do it. There we go. Junior said maybe it's a bluish white. There you go, bluish white. So we are both correct. I mean, it does have little white sparkles all throughout it, but yeah, I do think that some of you guys use the high sheen and the shiny stuff, also the really, really bright colors, way better than I would. You do such a good job, and I don't know how you make it work, because every time I do it, I hate it, and I don't do a good job. It's like people who have the ability to put colors together that don't actually mesh and clash with each other, and they look amazing. I don't know how you guys do that. You're brilliant. I can't do it. It bothers me when I try. I can't get it right. Oh, my mum said I like both the blue and the white. That's wonderful. Ah, you could do like blue on your villain and white on your hero, and then you'd know which one is which. Or you could just do the same one on both. You know, it's up to you. But I do think the blue one might look prettier with, just because the 10th metal, for me, it's a blue tinge. But the white might look good too. I mean, your hair color on your character is meant to be white, and it's kind of grayish because of the different shadows that we see. Let's go with the next one. I will put on the third one. See, this is how I would wear this. This I'm happy with. And we'll grab an aura that can that won't clash with it out of the cosmics. I think probably the purple is the next choice. Pink. Oh, the green could also work. That I don't think. Oh no, that clashes. That is the wrong kind of green. We'll go purple. That kind of clashes too. That's what we're doing. But so that we can have a look. The purple is the other one that I already had. I think we all know why. Because I have a purple addiction, okay? I can't help myself. It is my absolute favorite color. I really love it. And I really like this purple color on this one as well. There is a pink version of this. Sometimes when they have purple in the game, it's slightly too blue, or it's slightly too blue, slightly too blue or slightly too pink. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm stumbling over my words. But on this one, I quite like that purple color. Hello to everybody who's here. I just realized I haven't even looked down at the chat. Um, Lucifer said the return of the mutant skin. Oh, yes, I have read that one. Thank you guys for saying yes that you could hear me. I did see those pop up on my screen. Hello to Ray. Hello to Junior. Hello, Mr. Night Dad. Hello, Lucifer again. He was the first comment that I read on this stream. Lucifer said, yes, the mutant skin you got if you bought the 10-pack of booster bundle. That's what I thought. I bought 10-pack on here, and I bought a 10-pack on Xbox, and Xbox is where I put it specifically on the character I made into a mutant. On here, I put it on my main so that we could showcase it in live streams and things. But now, with the price that it currently is, there are other options for me to use it. I'm going to work out whether or not it's worth it for me to purchase it, because I haven't yet. This character already had it, so I can't purchase it on her. I have to do it on a different character if I want it. I'm still deciding, but it does look really cool. Mutant skin is so good. Pardon me. Lucifer said, the net leggings you can also... Oh, I saw that one when it popped up on my screen. Get from the Fate vendor. I will put those on when I do the Zatanna style, so you guys can see what we mean. Abby said, why no one told me we were back? I'm so sorry! How would I do that, though? I don't know how... I mean, I could go to TikTok or Instagram and tell you there and then live stream. I feel like if I did that for everybody, though, I'd end up messaging so many people the live stream would never start. My mum said she liked both the blue and the white, so that is at least good to know that she's probably going to use them. She disappeared on me! My mum said, my PS logged me off, I'm coming back. I think she got, her character probably stood idle for too long and ended up logging her out. That's kind of funny. Abby Sue... Oh, hang on. I missed a couple. Yeah, no, Abby Sue said we have the same aura, Mum. We're dropping feathers all over the place. So true. It looks very cute. I actually have that on one character where she's in her pajamas and she's supposed to look like she had a pillow fight. All right, let's change the style and then I'll go back to the chat. We're going to take everything off. So for mutant skin, you should be able to do none. Oh, it's not letting me do none. I thought I could do none. All right. Instead, we will choose something that is a little on the revealing side. Rapture is a good one. Let's do Rapture. Where are you? In alphabetical order, Laura. That's where it is. Oh, I don't even have it unlocked. Oh, it's a back piece. That's why. Chest piece is what we want. Rapture. I will find them, I promise. Here we go. Rapture, I think, is just the little top there. And we might do that so you guys can actually see where it is, because you don't want to mix it in with the skin and think that it's the skin. And then where's Rapture on this one? Rapture. We'll do the same thing. None. Okay, then we're going to take off everything else. We'll take off the boots. We'll take off the belt so you guys can really see this skin. Honestly, I really love it. When I first showcased it, I had black in my in my makeup swatch, and we didn't see the glow, so I apologize for that when I did it. I have learned from that mistake. Multiverse has educated me in the ways of not using black, which is hard for me because I absolutely love black. But I will no longer do so when I'm trying to do this sort of thing. We will also swap our aura over to just the next one in line now. So we'll go to the green. And I will also... Do I have a white swatch? Yeah, let's make this white. And we'll do white on her chest and on her legs for the style, so that there's no color that's going to clash with everything, so you guys can see 100% whether you like it or not. Much easier when there's nothing for it to clash with. Okay. There we go. This is the mutant skin, a little bit more showcased, as revealing as I can kind of go, unless we do briefs and sports bra. But the sports bra does cover up a little bit at the back that is kind of cool, which is this bit going down her spine. So, I don't know. This skin is something I really, really like. I have quite a few uses for it, and on my mutant character, it looks so, so good. Which is on Xbox. I'd show you now her, except that she is on Xbox, so I can't. Also, Cosmic Green Aura is one I've never seen on one of my own characters. Kind of love that too. It's a bit beautiful, and I'm not a huge fan of the color green, so that does look quite nice. Man, guys, if you like the Cosmic Auras, they're so pretty. It's not cheap though, but they're so, so pretty. I highly recommend them. They just look great. Oh, sorry, guys. Junior said we should make an angel-themed run after the Aqua Girl one. We totally could. I don't know how my angel's going to turn out. I don't do the most angelic builds, but I could certainly try. Lucifer said it's the mutant skin Abby suit. Yes, mutant skin that we've got there. My mum said those wings, chef's kiss. Oh, was that the Ravens one? Sorry, Raven? Rapture. The Rapture wings? They're not bad. I don't have them unlocked on this character because she doesn't use those wings. But yeah, I don't mind the Rapture wings. I actually have, I think it's on Xbox, a build that I use that on. Abby Sue said, I'm still trying to get the last collection of the Spellbound skin for my angel. Oh my goodness. I hope you get it. I know how easy it is to get how hard it is to get the collections that you need for different things. Honestly, it is, yeah, not the easiest thing in the world. Let's go to the next color of this aura. And guys, just let me know if there's something you want to see without something, like if I showcase it and there's something that you think is blocking your ability to decide whether you like it or want it or not. Please let me know. More than happy to do whatever you guys need to be able to see it. Oh, I don't like the orange one as much. The orange one is a little bit, I don't want to say dirty, but it is. It's dirty, right? It doesn't look quite as bright as the other ones. I don't know. I don't like that one very much. I think maybe for an atomic build I might use it, but otherwise I don't know that I will. I mean, it's not awful, but it's because I did it compared to the others. The other ones don't have this kind of gray color going through it. I don't know if it comes through well on the live stream. Oh no, you can see it. It's I don't know. It's got sections where it looks like instead of having the orange, it's kind of faded, and maybe the color of the wall is coming through behind it. Looks a little gray. It's not as vibrant as the others, at least in my opinion. Man, I love this skin. The skin is so cool. I think Multiverse actually used this skin for his Doomsday build the other day. It was pretty cool. I must admit, I love what it does for the head. One of the things that I have that's a little bit of a complaint, I'll swap to the other the other aura, is that there's a plant skin, right, that we can get on our female and male characters. The male version has these really, really thick vines that go up the back of the head and onto the skull. And the female version has cute little swirly patterns. And I'm frustrated because when I make my plant character, I want to be able to see the big, like, vines coming up on her skull, and I can't. This saves it a little bit for me. I love what this does on her skull. I think it looks so cool. On my mutant build, it's just exposed like this because I love it so much. And we all know how much I love having hair on my character and no helmet. This stops me from doing the norm because it just looks so cool. Also, this pink is a really nice color. Uh, sorry guys. Often when they do pink, it ends up being very close to just the red color, only paler. I understand that pink is a pale red, but this has a little bit of a tinge more towards purple slightly, so that it's not so close to the red color. Really, really like that one. I don't have a lot of use for pink, but this is pretty. And it doesn't do the same thing as the orange, which is, it doesn't look like it's got that, I don't know, mugginess to it. I don't know what the right word is. It's dirty is the wrong word, but there was something about the orange that wasn't as vibrant as the other colors. This one is pretty. This one I do quite like. Abby Sue said, and these are all from the marketplace. Yes, they are. I'm happy to go back to the marketplace and show you guys where you can get them. Marketplace, we're going Imp Mart. So the ones that I've showcased so far, Mutant Skin Style, that top one is what I'm currently wearing. It's not one that I purchased. I already had it, though I may purchase it for other characters. I have not yet decided. Blue Metallic Chroma Pack is what I already showcased with the aura also on me. And at the moment, we're going through Prismatic Cosmic auras, which are these ones listed here. And we've gone through blue, green, orange, pink, and white. And purple. I think we've just got the red one left to go. A little bit sad that there isn't a gold version of this. I would really like to have seen a gold or even a yellow, but no, apparently we don't have that in the pack. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Let's put on the last color, which is the red. And this is good also because we'll see it go from one color to the other that normally are very similar in color. See, it's very different. Very, very different with the red. It's a completely different tone. But I will say the red one seems to have the same issue as the orange. It's got a little bit of a lack of vibrancy on it. So I don't hate these by any means. I love all of these. I think they're really, really nice. The only one I probably won't use is the orange. But the vibrancy on the red and the vibrancy on the orange are very different from the others. I think because they're a paler color or more pastel, they contrast better with the environment and the skin of my character, whereas the red and the orange don't do so as well. I'm just going to take a sip of my drink, guys, to just look after my throat. I don't know if you guys can tell, but in the first stream that I did today, my voice sounded bad to me. I don't know if it came through in the stream, but now it sounds more normal. The hot drink does help. Have we got more chat? Lucifer said, I used the mutant skin with the archdragon wings on my Lucifer build for the devil from the TV show. That's awesome! It does make for a good devil skin. It makes for a good dragon skin. It makes for good mutant skins. You can even use it if you're trying to do a mummy. The face can look really, really good because if you turn this section black on the sides, it looks gaunt or like there's a tear inside of her cheek and you can see through. There are, of course, other ways to do mummies, zombies, demons, and dragons and things like that. But this one is fun that it has this glow to it. The skull in particular is one of my favorite things about it. My mum says I like that pink. Oh, so pink, white, and blue potentially, not the purple I hear. I think actually the purple is a little less vibrant as well, if I'm going to be honest. Let's go across. We all know I love purple, so I get a little bit on the biased side. But let's go objective and have a look at it and see if I agree about the... Yeah, no, I do agree. So the purple one also has a little bit of less vibrancy. The three paler ones are the ones that look the best. So that is the pale blue, the white, and the pink. The purple, orange, and red are slightly less vibrant. That doesn't stop me from wanting to use the purple. I love purple. We all know I'm going to use it. I already have it on my villain character, on my main villain character that I use on Multiverses live streams. She has this aura because I love it. It's so pretty. But when you compare it to the paler ones, there is a noticeable difference. All right, next I'm actually going to ask my mum if she can showcase the Wondrous spin for us because I do not have it on this character. I have it on Wonder Woman. I do not want it anywhere else. But yeah, it'll take a second because obviously my mum is watching the stream. She hears me at the same time you guys do. So there's going to be a slight delay and there she goes. So you can see the glow is in the section where her body was standing because she has the same stance as me, right? She has flirty because we feel this is the most casual stance. And when it activates, the glow activates where your character is standing, kind of in the stomach. So the glow activates there, but then when you spin, you stand upright. So if you have a flirty personality on your character, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be off to the side. If you have characters that stand upright, you will not have this issue. So just keep that in mind when purchasing. If you use flirty for all of your characters and you hate the fact that it's not symmetrical and not in the center, don't buy it because it will just frustrate you like it does for me. But if you have a Wonder Woman character, it certainly does suit the character. I have it on my Wonder Woman. She is not flirty. It works on her perfectly fine and goes in the center of her body when she spins. So it does work out. Also, thank you, Mum, for being willing to showcase that one. When I looked at it, I was like, I really don't know that I should buy that one. I'm never going to use it on any character except Wonder Woman. Please, I don't want to. And my mum's like, I want that. I'm going to be doing a Wonder Woman style on my character for one of her armories. And I was like, thank you, Mum. Save me that one. So the next bundle that they have listed is the Ethereal Material bundle. So let's go over to those. Red, ethereal, purple, green, and black. I do believe there is only 4, so let me just check, because if there's not, I may have had one already, but I don't think so. The location where I keep these is Xbox, the characters that I have them on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 listed, so we did get them all today in that pack. It's not something I had previously. So let's collect all 4 of those, rather, and then we will put them on. So we're going to remove the aura so that we can see it properly. And we're going to chuck on the first one and then chuck on a style where we're going to be able to see it properly. Keep in mind, these are, ethereal is what I'm going for. These are materials, not chromas, so they will color everything. Nothing that, oh, I'm in aura, what am I doing? We want the material. I've lost it, never mind, guys. Just try, I know it's hard to ignore me because I kind of don't ever shut up, but yeah, just, when I say stupid things, I apologize. Ethereal? It's not there. It might be under the colors specifically. Let's test that. Sometimes they say the color first. I hate when they do that, to be honest. I wish they would put the other information first so that all the ones that are similar are going to end up right next to each other. Cosmic, cracked, dark, disco, emerald, enigmatic. Green ethereal. We'll do that one there. I should have had black, which I should have seen up the top, but we won't go back up to the top till we've found the others. Pizza, purple, ethereal, we'll do there. And then yellow, was it? Or red? Oh, red, I just skipped over it. All right, we'll do these 3 first, and then we will go across and do the black one last. Let's put on something that actually shows it. We'll go back to Abysmal. That's a good one to show, especially because you guys already know where the swatching kind of sits for that one, and you'll be able to see that it actually doesn't sit there. All right, so this is the green ethereal. I don't have a lot of use for this. I do have a couple of ideas. It is a nice one that you can potentially use to have as someone who's infected with something. The character that I have it on is completely covered in it, so she's wearing a face piece and everything. So she just looks like this, except in purple, with no skin exposed. Oh, I'm so sorry, I just knocked my microphone. And I mean, it does give the vibe that I want on that character. I have seen it at the broker for not a hugely expensive price, so I don't think they're particularly sought after. But if it is something you're interested in, this is what they look like. I must admit, I kind of like it on her while she's a mutant. It's not too bad. The way that it moves is a little bit interesting as well. But yeah, as I said, not a lot of people do I see wearing this one. Um, oh, sorry, guys. Voltrex said, "Where am I?" This is YouTube, and you're in a video where I'm showcasing a bunch of stuff from the marketplace on DCUO, the video game. Snow. Oh, hello, Danielle. Danielle said, "Season of the Orange Lanterns." Lol. So true. That is exactly what this season is. Orange Lanterns and Lovely's being weird. Actually, he's the only Orange Lantern because the rest are constructs. You know. Danielle, said hello to my mum. Thank you. Lucifer said, fun fact, the Cheetos cheetah became Laughly's when he got an orange lantern ring, and now he is one of the Cheetos. What are Cheetos? I'm lost. Oh wait, Cheetos cheetah. A packet of chips? Is it a chip thing? And the cheetah is the character. Oh my goodness. See, if I don't know the context, I completely get lost, don't I? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And the Chosen said, hello, Chosen. It's nice to see you. It has been a little while. Let's do the next one. This is the one that I have on my other character. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, guys. You have to put it on, then go back this way, then it will save. Okay, purple. This is the one I have on my other character. Now, I will say, on my other character, this looks quite a bit more dense with the purple. I do think it depends on the style you have, because we can see where the purple is flowing seems to be on, like, a particular section of it. So, let's swap the style to something else and see if that makes a difference and makes it look more dense, because I'm pretty sure that was the case. Maybe if we pick, like, t-shirt, that is one solid swatch. No, it looks very similar. I don't remember what style I have. Is it webbed? It's war metal. That one's a good one. Try that. Oh, actually on War Metal it does the same thing. So that thing that this particular material will do is it will cover the entirety of, I don't know, the form that they have for the style. So this is obviously what the form originally had, which is a nice straight piece of fabric. And then what we see visually is only some of that because it looks torn and some of it has been made invisible. This is the same with the Laughing Knight coat. So the Shadow Bender material from Dakota City does this, as well as the ethereal materials. If I find other ones that do this as well, I'll let you guys know. But keep that in mind. If you're wanting to put it on some styles, it may not cover it correctly. Or indeed, you may want it on those styles because of the way it does this. It is something that I really like on the Laughing Knight coat, which I'll show you out here as well so you guys can see what I am talking about. We'll chuck the legs back on Abysmal. And we will do the Laughing Knight coat so you can see. Where are we? It's enhanced, I'm pretty sure that I have. Yep, that one. So this coat normally has all spikes down the back. If you want it to reach all the way down to your ankles in a nice straight jacket, that sounds bad. Straight coat, you can put these materials or the Shadow Bender one on and it will cover all the way to your ankles. Keep in mind though, because it is a material, not chroma, you're going to use some of the detailing. It's going to be the same fabric or material all the way over it. So if you don't like that, it won't work for you. But I mean, if you're wanting to make Neo or I forgot what his partner's name is, Trinity? I think it's Trinity. This could work for you, but you're going to have to make them in a pinkish version or use the ethereals with it because you're not going to be able to get it in black at this stage unless there is a material I am unaware of that does this also that is black. I'm just taking another sip, guys. I'm so sorry that I have to keep doing that. Honestly, having the warm drinks is really helping to keep my throat okay. Because it's just protesty. Oh, Lucifer said it is chips. Okay. I thought so. But it took me a minute. I don't eat Cheetos. So, I wouldn't know. I don't have chips very often just in general. But, yeah, I didn't realize. I'm so sorry, Lucifer. It went over my head briefly. Danielle said Lovely's is not the only orange lantern. There can be others if they are greedy enough. But then wouldn't it come down to they have to battle to see which one of them is more greedy and steals everybody else's stuff? And then if they don't get to keep their stuff and one of them wins the greediness battle, he becomes the sole greedy lantern? I think I've just made this story up in my head, but I kind of like it, right? It kind of makes sense. All right, this one is the red. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like she's got blood on her. I I don't know how to feel about this one. The interior of the jacket looks awesome. I really, really like that part of it, but the exterior, it makes me think she's done something very yucky and messy. And I don't want to know what she was doing because it seems like it was something not appropriate, you know? But it does look kind of cool. If that's the kind of vibe you're going for, the red one is, it's pretty good. It could work pretty well for some kind of vampire build if you don't mind whether you have black or not. It does look cool. Darn it, it's not bad. The interior is my favorite part. I do quite like that. Lucifer said true, but Lovely's won't let anyone else be one because his greed was too great. That's what I think. That's what I think. Danielle said, but there is history of more than one orange lantern. Oh, I believe you. I just think it makes more sense for there to only be one. But yes, I certainly believe you. Chosen said, what's the new rewards for the event? So I already did the live stream for that. If you go back, you'll see I have two previous live streams over the course of I had one just recently and then one that was I don't know, 6 hours ago-ish, before I slept, maybe 8 hours ago, I don't know. It's called Seasons Greetings 2025. In that one, we showcase the event rewards. I buy them out and we have a look at it. We get a Mr. Freeze ally who is level 2, level 4, which is quite nice. So if you do want to go and have a look at that live stream, that's the one where I showcase that. If you're talking about the items you can do at the vendor, I did that later because the currency had not unlocked for me to be able to purchase those on the first live stream. So I did a second one. It's called, I think it's called Seasons Greetings Vendor from 2025, something like that. That one we showcase all the items that you can purchase from the vendor for this particular event. So yeah, either of those things you can go and watch the other live streams and I showcase those. But for this live stream, we are showcasing Imp Mart. All right, let's chuck the black one on. I'm very curious to see what the black one looks like on the interior of that coat because that one looks kind of cool. Oh, it's nice and dark. Darn it, I like that. I like it because it contrasts so much. You can't even see the texture. That's a little disappointing. I would have liked to have seen a little bit of the texture, but I mean, it is black. I understand why we can't. I like the black one. Darn it, I think I like the black one more than the purple. Oh, it's kind of cool. She looks like she's being consumed, but you know those black tendrils that are infecting the Zamoron crystals? It looks kind of like that. I wish we had the black tendrils specifically as an aura or a accessory for our characters, because I think it would look so, so cool. I do know that we have the miasmic aura. I feel like that one would suit this. Hang on, do I have it on this character? I'm not sure. And I can't remember if it's an aura or if it's an accessory. Bear with me a second, because they have so many things that could potentially be both. Are they listed under their color first? I don't think so. Hang on. Let's see if it's an accessory. I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be an aura. Mystical. No, it's not there. So I mustn't have it on here, I guess, unless I scrolled past it too fast. It would be here. Unless they're by color and it's like pink miasmic, blue miasmic, green. I think green is the one I have the most often. It's the one that drops the most frequently. And no, I do not have it. So I would suspect it's something that I have on the US server rather than here. But if you have the black miasmic aura or miasma aura, whatever it's called, I think that would suit this really, really well. It looks like your character's like it being consumed by black evil stuff. It would be so cool. Oh, Lucifer said ghostly miasma. Okay, hang on. Is it an aura? Let's see if I have that. If I scrolled past it and you noticed, well done. Because I wouldn't have looked for ghostly. No, I only have ghost aura, which is this one. Not the one I'm after. Oh, sorry, guys. I will check if it's an accessory as well, see if it says ghostly in here. No, don't have it. I'm so sorry, but I do think that would look amazing with it. Right, it would look so cool. Oh, true, Danielle said corrupted white lantern. Absolutely, that's what it looks like. Oh, I love it. Oh, good. Lucifer said it's an aura. There you go, guys. So if you're looking to put the miasma aura on your character to go with this, it is an aura, not an accessory. I feel like that would look great. Darn it, I just want to go do styles now. I can't help myself, can I? I have an addiction. And it's to styling my characters, which, that's fine. If that's what I enjoy doing, that's what I'm going to do. All right, the next things we are looking at are the Prismatic Tesla Aura bundle items. So let's remove that from my character so that she doesn't look like she's covered in swirling black mess. Mind you, I don't know that it would clash with the Tesla auras. I think we'd probably be fine, but we're trying to make sure no clashing occurs anyway, just in case, so that we don't end up with people not being able to decide whether it's something they want to get or not, because it clashes with what I'm wearing. That would be annoying. Let's grab the first. So we'll go to inventory. We have 7 of them listed here. I really hope they're listed under Tesla and not the color, because if it says red first, and it's going to take a little while to go and find them all. But we've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and white. There we go. Let's chuck those on. First one first. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, I must have accidentally hit the button. Sorry, went to the wrong menu. Aura. Hopefully it's under Tesla. Please be under Tesla. White Tesla. No, darn it. Why do you do this to me, game? Okay. Go slow. Black ghostly miasma. Wait. Oh! Guys, I had it. No, wait. Okay, wait. Oh, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. It's not just ghostly miasma. It's black ghostly miasma. I have it. Oh, this is so cool. Darn it. I'm kind of in love with it. It looks so great. Ah! I'm so happy right now. Sorry about my voice, guys. But that's what I was talking about. Doesn't it look perfect together? It so looks perfect together. I'm so doing a style with that. I love it. Someone being consumed. I think I'm actually going to go with Danielle's suggestion and make a white lantern that's getting corrupted, right? And then I'll have her like with Celestial with the goldy white loadouts, and then like 2 that are the skulls only because she's getting corrupted. Maybe I don't know, something like that. Okay, I'm an interesting weird person. All right, let's see if we can find these auras. Blue Tesla. There is the first one. Yes. That's very purple for a blue, isn't it? I really do like this one. I think the way that the movement is really pretty. I do know that there's a lot of people who don't like these. Understandable. My mum is one of those people. I think people see... No! Think that it looks very much like something you'd put with electrical, and it doesn't really suit a lot of other things, but I really, really do like it. I think they look so pretty. Come on, coffee, do your job. So I don't know how many people will be interested, but keep in mind, if you grab this one, it's a very purpley blue color. They've clearly put blue and then a pinky color and a white color. If you have a look, you can see it move. Yeah, my mum said blue looks purple to me. I agree with you. I think this looks purpley. It's because the other color they've put with it to give it dimension, which, this is what they usually do, is they grab a blue color, then usually it's a lighter blue color and white. In this case, it looks like it's a lighter blue color and a pink, so it's making it look very purple. I love it, but if you want a real blue, I don't know that this is going to work for you. It may end up not looking quite right with your character because it looks so purple. If I saw this and no one told me it was blue and I just saw it on a player, I would think it was purple, not blue. So that's a little bit disappointing in that way. Let's try the next one, if I can find it. Or, oh, guys, my throat, I don't know. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm trying to get it to go away, and it just keeps coming back. It's got an attitude problem. I don't really appreciate it. Do we have green? We have green Tesla Aura. Ooh, yeah. I really like that one. Okay, this one is a clear and obvious green. Also, it seems more defined than the blue one, I think, because it doesn't have as many different colors in it. It looks like it's just one color of green that fades in and out. Normally, I'm in favor of the dimension when they add the extra colors to it to make it look like it's got more depth to it. When it comes to something this skinny and thin, I don't mind so much. In fact, I think I prefer it without, because that looks amazing. I don't know, it looks so cool. I would want to put it with the Bane skin, have my character getting infected by something, and then put that on her like it's like even more effective than just the skin. Man, I love that. I don't even like green that much, but man, that looks kind of cool. Chosen said, is it just me or does the palm cannon weapon style look perfect for an Iron Man style? Is that palm cannon, is that from the most recent episode on Mournful Mogo? If so, I have seen people already use that for Iron Man, including Multiverse. But if it's not the most recent episode from Mournful Mogo, if it's not that, then I don't know which weapon style that is. I'm so sorry. It's not fresh in my mind. And or often when I use blasters, I can't see. I put it so that it's invisible, and I can't see the blaster on the hands. So there's a bunch of blaster styles that I don't know by heart. My mum said, would you like me to bring you a hot cuppa? No, no, I do actually have one. It is still hot. I'm using my awesome mug that my brother used to have that does keep it warm for a long time, so it's still good. But I think the weather is really not the bestest. You know, it's very cold and it's supposed to be summer. I personally prefer the cold, but there's something in the air that is affecting my throat, my mum's throat, other family members' throats. And I would just like it to go away because all it does is make me sound silly and it annoys me. It doesn't, I don't feel sick, just in case anyone's wondering. I don't feel sick, I feel fine. Where was I up to? Lucifer said the blue and purple Tesla auras are good for static builds. The red is good for Red X. The green you can use for a light from Batman Beyond. Honestly, sometime I might even use this for my Green Lantern. It just looks so cool. It may not be 100% accurate. I mean, I could do it on... I have a Green Lantern who has 4 separate styles. One of them is Joe Sojourner, one of them is Aricia, and one of them is Jessica Cruz. Then the 4th one is just me if I were a Green Lantern. This is the aura I would put on me if I was a Green Lantern. It looks so cool. I love it. It may not be as accurate as some of the others, but it just looks great. Let's go for another color. Aura, we're going past green. Okay, green. We have none here. Orange Tesla aura. Ooh, I don't like that as much. That is a lot less visible than the other two. I mean, it has the same thing going for it as the green. It's got a nice skinny line with not much different color, so it does look very defined and bright for the orange color that they are using. But compared to the green, it does not stand out as much. I think maybe because it's close to the skin tone, it's closer in color to the color that she's wearing, which I know is white, and the background, maybe it doesn't like pop. So actually, I'll be right back. We'll go stand in front of the wall out here. See if it pops against the purple and the red. No. No, not really. I don't think that does it any favors. I think it's still as bad as in the other room. Oh, that's disappointing. Orange one I was hoping would work for one of my fire builds. You know, I have like 18 armories on fire. And I find this one to be a little bit disappointing. Darn it! That's sad. Also, I'm a little bit sad there's no black version of this. Because in black, this would be fantastic. My future Laura character would totally have this in black. It's so good. But there's no black. That's very sad. Let's go the next color. Aura. Scroll through past O. Okay. Pink. Do we have a pink? No. Oh, no, nothing there. Purple is next. There we go. Huh. I like the blue one more than this. The blue one was nicer than this. Darn it. This is the same as the orange for me. It's too subtle. It does have 2 different colors. I can see a purple and a pinky color. No white on this one like the blue one, so that's a little bit different. And the skinny lines do look really nice. Like they're very, very defined compared to the original one. But it doesn't pop the same way as the green one did. In fact, I would say it's even more subtle than the orange, around her face in particular. I'm disappointed. Purple's my favorite. I don't know what to think. Hang on, let's put the blue one back on, and we can have a look at the difference, because I really do think the blue was better for purple, which is just, it's weird. That's weird. Way better. Oh my goodness. That is so different. Guys, if you want a purple one... Get the blue Tesla aura. That is so much prettier. It's amazing what a difference there is. I don't know. It's like they don't even have a blue one. They have a cool purple one and a lame purple one. Okay, that's your options there. That's very disappointing for me. that the purple one kind of sucks. I will say I'll just use the blue instead though, but I was expecting the purple to be nice, but it's subtle. It's too subtle. It doesn't pop like the others. It doesn't even pop as good as the orange, and the orange wasn't that good either. It's hard when you're comparing them to each other as well. I'm sure that, in a vacuum they would look better, but let's put the orange back on. See, look how it's so barely there compared to the blue. Oh my goodness. It's a massive difference. I don't know what to think. They vary so vastly. But yeah, in a vacuum, if you weren't comparing them to each other and you only had one, I'm sure I wouldn't be quite as picky. But this gives us the opportunity to get all of them and have a look at all of them. And I mean, that is disappointing. I'm really not happy with that. Ooh. Okay, the red one pops. This is orange though. It goes red and yellow. This is beautiful. Okay. The colors change on this one. Look at that. It has a yellow, an orange, and a red. I think 3 separate colors that it's doing. Either that or the yellow and the red, when they're both there, make it look like it's orange, the same way the blue one kind of looks like purple because it's got both the blue and the pink in there. This is so cool. I think people would be disappointed if they were trying to use it for a specific red build character, like a Red Lantern, because obviously the yellow doesn't make sense. But man, does it look pretty. It's so nice. Thank goodness we looked at this, because a lot of people might assume that the color is exactly what the color is. The blue is incorrect, and this one is also kind of incorrect. This is called red. It's clearly got other colors going. It's so pretty. Darn it. I did not think this one was going to be my favorite, but honestly, the way the colors change, it's so nice. I love that a lot. But again, if you're looking for something where it really is genuinely just red, don't get this one. Because it's lying to you. Man, it's going to look good on fire. I'm happy I can use this on fire. The orange one no longer matters. It's so pretty, guys. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's have a look at the next one. I'm just going to gush over that one forever otherwise. It's so nice. I can just picture my mum looking at it going, yeah, I don't like that one. I take it back. She thinks it's beautiful. Hey, my mum likes it. I really didn't think she was going to. I'm so surprised. I also didn't think she was going to like the cosmic auras, to be honest. I thought she might think they look a little bit too messy. But no, she likes those too. So I've been wrong on 2 occasions there. Any more Tesla? We don't need the Slim. I don't want to miss one. Venomous and Void. Yellow Tesla. I feel like I have missed one. Oh no, white. There we go. Now I won't have missed it. We'll do the white first. Okay, I don't mind this one. This one is very, very skinny again, and it does have that like really, really defined definition to the pattern because it doesn't have extra colors. It's just the white that fades in and out, similar to the way the green one does. It pops. Like, that is nice and bright. I like it better than the orange and the purple, that's for sure. It's so pretty. I like the white one a lot. I feel like this also is not going to clash with your colors on your character. White and black are good ones to use for that. And honestly, I mean, it does help that my character is also wearing white. But even if she was not, I think that one would do well. It's not too bad. Nothing beats that red, though. The red is freaking amazing. It's the red for me, and then a close second is the blue that's purple. Because those ones have a lot of dimension to the color. And they pop. The green and this one come close after that, though. This one and the green both pop really, really well. They're very, very bright. The purple one is really a disappointment, as is the orange. Hi, my mum said white is so pretty. I think I don't know what my mum likes anymore. I have no idea. Oh, sorry, guys. Lucifer. Oh, did I read this before? The orange with the orange lantern material from Fate. No, I didn't read this before. Can be used to make your character look like an orange lantern construct. That is a good idea. I still don't like the orange one though. I like the red better, but it's true. If you were making an orange lantern construct, you wouldn't want the red one because it swaps between red and yellow as well. You would want the orange. So that is a very good point. See, Lucifer is on it. He knows his styles. My mum said Aussie spell color with the letter U. This is true. We do it the English way, not the American way. Color has a U in it. Just like mum. Mum has a U in it. So in Australia, it's M-U-M. And in most of the other places in the world, it's M-O-M, I think. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just the US that does M-O-M. Which I find funny because for me, I look at that and the pronunciation in my head is mom, not mum. I call my mum mum. Actually, sometimes I just call her by her name. But yeah, mum. Danielle said Laura got the Aussie Roo flu, lol. I don't know what the Aussie Roo flu is, but if it's just my throat, I don't think it's the flu. I think there's something like pollen or something in the air that's just affecting it. Probably the cold is an impactful factor as well, especially because when I left this room, was it yesterday or the day before? I think it might have been yesterday after the stream, and went out into like the lounge room area where we have the windows open and there's nice fresh air coming through. I suddenly was coughing way more than what was going on in this room where everything is closed off for sound purposes. So I think that probably the cold air is not helping. My mum said I don't want them on my character, but I think they'll look great on the right build. Ah, okay. I agree with you. This is the kind of thing that happens to me when I see people using the very high sheen and glossy, plasticky looking materials, and when they put colors together that don't match. Yes, I am with you on that one. Let's do the last color, which is yellow. Aura, we'll go backwards this way. Yellow Tesla. Whoo, that one pops too. That pops as much as the green and the white. I mean, it's a very, very obvious bright yellow. If you want yellow, this is perfect. I don't have a lot of use for this. I don't even have a yellow lantern on here. My yellow lantern is on the Switch. But, I mean, for lanterns, you could potentially use this one. It's very nice. It's very nice. I do quite like that one. Danielle said she's been hugging too many kangaroos. Look, if you don't hug kangaroos, it's just a sad day. Kangaroos are adorable. No, don't do that. If you see a kangaroo and you're in Australia, do not approach them, especially if they are a male. They can get quite aggressive. If you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. For the majority of the time, that's a pretty safe way to go. You also can't immediately tell if they're a female unless you get close enough to be able to see whether or not they do have a pouch or, other ways that we won't mention. So you don't know if you're going to get someone who's aggressive or not. Also, the female ones do defend their young. So if they think you're a threat to their young, they will also attack you. So don't go near the kangaroos unless it's in like a controlled environment, okay? Don't go hugging random kangaroos. You will probably get kicked on your ass. Chosen said, as I said in my last comment, the palm cannon weapon style is the for the hand blaster weapon type. Yes, I know. But you said it was good for Iron Man. I understand. What I don't know is whether the palm cannon weapon style is from the Mournful Mogo vendor, if you get that style from there, if it's something we can craft. Because, I don't know the styles by heart. So saying palm cannon weapon, and as I know, it is a blaster style, doesn't mean a lot to me because most of the time I don't use blasters. The only time I have is when I've tried to do a cyborgy type build and I use the cyborg one on the hand of the character, who is female, by the way. It's not actually cyborg. That sort of thing. Otherwise, I don't know them well. I know what the bows look like really well. A lot of the swords I know really well because these are the weapons that I use. But if you have a good hand blaster weapon to use for your Iron Man build, that's wonderful. And if anyone needs a good weapon to use for it, apparently the palm cannon weapon style is the one for you. My mum said wombats are cuddly. Wombats are cuddly. They're so cute. They're just like a giant ball of fluff on the ground. It's so cute. Chosen said, I don't think it's from Mogo. Excellent. Then that's fine. That's all I wasn't sure about because I haven't grabbed any of the new styles from Mournful Mogo. At least not on purpose. I may have through getting stuff completed, but otherwise I don't care too much about it. It's not a style I plan to use very often, so that's why. All right, so the next items we have are the lantern accessories. So keep in mind, if you need the lantern accessories, they are if you need to unlock them on multiple characters, they are expensive to unlock. Especially if you're using the replay badges that you purchase now, so they no longer have the discount. Replay badges currently for me are 2,250 replay badges for 1,000. If you don't have a membership, it's 2,500 marketplace cash for 1,000 of the replay badges. And this bundle here is 1,620 for me, probably more like 2,000 for people who don't have a membership. If you're wanting to unlock them, they cost, as far as I remember, 525 to unlock. They're not cheap, guys. And also, keep in mind also, these are available in vendors in open world. So 3 of them are available from Death Metal, that is the green, the red, and the yellow. And if you want ultraviolet, that is available through Doomed Washington. So there's only 4 in here. There's no more than that, which is interesting. I mean, they do have the Sorrow Lantern one available currently in the game, so that's probably why they didn't add it to the bundle, but it's only the 4. Keep that in mind as well. And it's not the lanterns, it's the accessory symbol in front of the chest, which frankly I prefer because the lantern blocks my view of gameplay because of where it floats. Just like the Onyx Dragon does, it blocks my view of the gameplay. So I try to avoid those if I can. Let's remove this aura. We're going to go with a white aura. So, let's do the cosmic white for my mum who is here with us. This one here. So we don't have it clash. And then we're going to put the emblems on. So I believe green is the first one. Let's find green, over in the G's in alphabetical order. I don't know why I scroll so slowly. There we go. Green Lantern core emblem. Oh, I'm in emblems! It's an accessory! Ignore me. Green. We want green. There's the gray one. We don't need that right now. Here's green. So this is the first one that you can get. It does float quite far in front of your chest. I personally quite like these. My mom was funny when she saw it. She's like, who would use those? And I was like, me. I think because it floats in the air, it might not be something she's interested in. A lot of people put the emblem on the style that they're wearing, but I quite like this. When I'm playing, and this is how I play, it doesn't block anything from my view. I like how bright they are. I think they're quite fun, so I like these. I do have a tendency to use them on my lanterns, but keep in mind, if you only have like 1 or 2 lanterns, it might not be worth buying the pack for you. In fact, it's not. It's not. You should go to Death Metal and get either the green, red, or yellow, whichever one you need, and then go to Doomed Washington and get the ultraviolet there. Don't go spending heaps on something that you can just get in the game, guys, because this is so easy to just get in game. Some of the things they put in here, I don't really understand their choices, They're just interesting choices from the developers there. But there you go. That is the green one, in case anyone is wondering. Let's go to the next one. It is an accessory. It is an accessory. Next is red. Red, I think, is next. Where are you? Red lantern, that one there. Again, it floats in front of your chest. They do have a bit of a metallicness to them, which I quite like, and a glow. So they're quite nice, but they do float quite far in front of your chest. And when you have a character like mine who like wobbles as she stands, because she's chill and relaxing, it wobbles with her, which is a little bit comical, but I wouldn't use it on this character anyway. I'd be using it on my lantern. She does not stand like this. So we would not have this issue with her. I'm just going to take another sip, guys. I apologize for the sound. I know it's kind of grating for some people. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Especially if you had headphones in. A lot of people don't like to hear that in their ear. All right, accessory. We have yellow and ultraviolet left, so let's do ultraviolet. The purple one. This one I originally got on, I think it was on the Switch, when I was just going through and grabbing everything I could find that was purple. I grabbed this not really noticing what it was. I was also trying to get feat completion, so I was collecting things for feats, and this was one of the things I collected during that time, and ended up with a purple emblem for no reason, because I put it on my fire character, who's clearly not an ultraviolet lantern. But it still looks nice. It's very purpley. Ear says, I'm late. Are you on PC, in PC or Switch? Well, I'm not on PC, and I have Switch, but I'm not on Switch. I'm on PlayStation. So there's 4 different servers that you can play DC on. There is the US server for both PC and PlayStation together. Then there is the EU server for both PlayStation and PC together. Then there is the Switch server, and then there is the Xbox server. I play on all of those servers. The current server that I'm on is the PC PlayStation server for the EU. So that's where I am. That's because that's where I maintain a membership. So whenever we have something like this where I have to purchase from the marketplace, I do it on the EU server because that is where it is cheapest for me to purchase those items. So that is currently where we are, though I do play everywhere because I just am weird like that. All right, let's grab the last one, which is yellow accessory. Yellow lantern right there. This one, I do think this one shines away like really, really nicely. It's a little bit better than some of the others, I think, because it's so dense, like it's got very thick lines. The yellow one looks good. If you want the yellow one, I do quite like that one. Chosen said maybe it's a random drop. I'm not sure. I don't keep really good like a note of where different style items of weapons drop because I very, very rarely use them. Multiverse knows way better than I do, so if you're looking for something and you don't know where it comes from, Multiverse is a good one to ask. But usually you can just Google search it and it will take you over to either the wiki where people have answered the question or Reddit where people have answered the question or the website for DC where obviously they have the correct information there. Well, we hope. So If there's a style item that I need to find, I will usually Google search it and find out where it's from and grab it that way. But the weapon style items is not something I keep good track of, with the exception of the bow and some of the swords, because that's usually what I'm using. And when I do use blasters quite a bit too, but when I do use blasters, most of the time I have them set as off, and we just see bare hands, so I don't even see the blasters. Um, my mum said I don't like how they're so far in front of the character. Yeah, they do float like really far in front of your character. When you're flirty, when you've got the flirty personality, it is really noticeable because of the wiggle. Right? My character is forever wiggling for I don't know what reason. But it's very noticeable. Most characters do not do that. So if you have one of the other stances, your character's going to stand a little bit more still when she's idle and do the, whatever movement that they have in between. It won't be so noticeable that it's sticking out so far, but honestly, they do stick out very far. I will say, though, there are some styles that have a chest piece that has, like, a breastplate that sticks out really far as well. This works well with that because you can still see it. It's floating far enough away from the things that have a lot of bulk that you can still see this item. Like there's like a couple of Lex styles that have like a big shield section on the chest. This would work well with that, just because it would not clip through, which is nice. Lucifer said, I would love to... Hello, David! David said hi. Hello, David. Lucifer said, I would love to get the lantern avatars of the Spectrum as both base pets and accessories in game. Avatars of the Spectrum. So you want Parallax and Ion? Is that who you mean? That would be interesting. I wonder what size they would be. Darn it! You got such good suggestions. Go talk to the DC developers. Make them listen to you. Tell them you predict everything they do, and thus whatever you say is important for them to follow. Try that. It'll totally work. All right. Next, I'm going to skip the Magician style first because we're going to put the Forged Metal Chroma on so you guys can see that. Then we'll go to the Magician style so you guys can see that separately because it's better for the swatching if we put it on a slimline. It's just a little bit easier to see. So I already have Forged Metal Chroma 1. It's something I got for free with a code ages ago. So I'm going to be collecting 2 and 3 today, and we'll do all 3 of them. We will, of course, remove the accessory, even though it probably won't clash in color. We will remove it anyway, just because it's not relevant to this particular chroma that we're going to put on. I do quite like this one. A lot of my fire characters start out with this, particularly Swatch 1, because that's the one that I received for free. But yes, I do quite like these. Let's do apply to all on the first one. I will say, though, because I've only had the Swatch, the first one, available to me for quite some time on everywhere. As far as I know, I've never actually collected 2 and 3. So I've only had number 1. It means that I would adjust the style to get the swatching where I wanted it, so I'd have the prominent color be the one that it currently is, which is the darker swatch with the fire texture. Really, really like this one. This is something that I wondered if, like, I have 2 brothers, and that little brother from AU tends to make builds that are very gold and white. Very similar to my mum, but a little bit more like, I don't know, some of the portrayals that they have of angels where they're wearing the gold and white and look kind of royal, that kind of thing. I thought this could potentially help with that. But he doesn't play yet, so who knows. But Forged Metal Chroma 1 is this one here. If you have already got a Forged Metal Chroma that you got for free with a code, this is the one that you have. Let's go for number 2. Oh, helpful if I'm on the style section. This one here. Did I put 2 twice? Oh no, they just look so similar. Oh, the little differences in the swatches are very subtle there. All right, this is number 2. I like it less on this style because I like the darker swatch more so than the rest. And also, only one of the swatches on here is not shiny, and that is the darker swatch that we can see there. The other 2 appear to be the same or very, very similar to one another, such that I can't really tell the difference between them. But it does look very, very metallic, and this is really good if you have a fire or an atomic build. It will match your loadout set pretty well. And it could look pretty good if you wanted to put that orange aura with it. I mean, let's do it. Let's do the orange aura, because why not? It's under orange, right? I hate when they do that. There, orange Tesla. So even though I'm not a big fan of the aura, it could potentially go with this one. You know, I think the red is going to look even better. Should we try it with the red? I feel like we should put the red with it. Actually, this is slightly more red than the orange color we have on the style. It does clash slightly, like not in a terrible way or anything. It's just slightly a different orange tone. Oh, that's interesting. I expected it to be very similar to the darkest one on there. Let's try the red one, see how that goes, and then we'll do the other swatching for it as well. Red, 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 red. There, red. Ooh, yeah. I like that. I like that more than the orange one. Oh, darn it. Why is this aura so good compared to the rest? It's so nice the way it changes color. I wish they all did that. I'm a little disappointed in some of them. I mean, the yellow, the white, and the green, even though they don't change color, they are so bright and very well defined. Very, very nice. This one, the red, and the blue one, also beautiful in there too, in different ways from each other a little bit, because the blue one is much more blended and this one is much more defined and sharp, but the colors changing is the same on both. They are both beautiful with that. But man, the purple and the orange, disappointing. Very, very disappointing compared to these ones. Dude, there's a big difference. Let's do the third swatch of this chroma. Ooh, that's not too bad. I like the swatching on that a little bit better than the other. I like the way that the lines are really defined on the style. But obviously, you can pick and choose your style to make it work, or you might be having a very specific style and then pick and choose your swatching to make it work so that the chroma works for you. But this is not bad. I quite like this one. I will have a lot of use for it with fire characters, though I do tend to use this more so now for like the highlights on a style. So I'll make my character have like a more matte color on her chest and legs, and then her belt will have this on it, and a headpiece will have this on it, and her boots will have this on it, so that it's not everywhere. Because as I've said, I have a tendency to avoid the really shiny stuff on the chest and legs particularly, usually on the face as well. So most likely that's what I would do with it. But I see a lot of people using it as their main, and it looks fantastic, and I don't know how they do that. I don't know. You guys are beyond understanding with your amazing choices. Lucifer said, devs, if you're watching, make it happen. I don't think the devs even know who I am. Think of the potential, think of the money you might get for the Lantern players who quote Shia? Is it to quote? Oh, sorry, to quote Shia. It's hard to see. It's underneath the little heart. Just do it! I think he means Shia. He means Shia! I couldn't see it. I'm so sorry. The red heart thing on the bottom of my screen blocks the chat, and I have to like scroll up and down to see everything you say. But yes, just do it! I'm gonna have a sip now. Coffee is so good. All right, the last thing we need to look at is the Magician Style Bundle. Now, guys, this is not worth the money. In my opinion, I would not recommend anyone buy this from the vendor. From the marketplace. I didn't, by the way. It will say purchased on there. It's because I own all of the items already. So that's the only reason it will say it. I did not buy this. I would not buy this. This is so insanely expensive. It's cheap though. Look at it. It's cheaper than all the rest. But for what you get in it, it's not worth it unless you need this on like every character. It's only the 3 items too. As Lucifer said, you need the net leggings, net legs? Net legs are part of this style and they don't have it here. It should be here. I don't know. It's very disappointing. I hope that newer players do not get tricked into purchasing this one because that is expensive. Unless, I mean, if you're after the magician hairstyle on every character, because no one's going to need the chest piece and the top hat on every character. Unless you make the same character over and over again. There's no reason for it. But the hairstyle, if you need that literally on every character, this might be a good way to unlock it instead of having to go source marks and replay badges on all your characters. Maybe that's something desirable for you, but for me, no. Absolutely not. This is not worth it for me. But let's put it on. We will have a look at what it looks like just in case people are not aware. But I would highly recommend go to Chaos Gotham, get the hair and get the chest, go to Curse to get the top hat, and go to the Fate vendor in the House of Legends and get the net legs. Okay, it's a much more reasonably priced that way and much more practical because you're only getting it on one character. Presumably only on one character. You know, if you guys do it on multiple, that's fine. Do your thing. But for me, I don't see the value in this. It seems like they're trying to trick newer players, in my opinion, which, you know, is not nice if that's the case. Let's put actually, I feel like that should be a gray. Let's put this a bit on the white and we'll change the white to a gray color, like down here. That will do. Also, we'll deck out the entire style, okay? We're going to put the knee-high boots on so she actually has some shoes and doesn't look like she's running around in her fishnets, because that would be very impractical. She's going to get holes in those so fast. Don't do that, guys. None on that. Oh, and we want it black, please, for the boots. We're going to remove the aura. We'll get the chest piece magician. Where are you? I know where it is. I know how the alphabet works, okay? Over here, magician. Oh no, we're gonna need a white swatch, aren't we? This is black for the jacket. I want a white, so let's chuck this on white for it. Beautiful. Black chroma off, please. And then white here and white here. Beautiful. I should probably have changed her skin to something a little less scary for Zatanna, shouldn't I? Hang on, let's get the skin off to something a little bit more practical. Not cursed could work when she's getting controlled, but we won't do that. We'll make her normal looking, you know, as she should be. Let's put red on her lips instead of white so she doesn't look crazy. There we go. Because, I mean, it's definitely a fashion statement, isn't it? The white lips. All right, then our hair is going to be also magician style. Even though my preference is botanical, we're going to do the one that actually goes with it, which is magician here. Again, you can just get this in game. You do not need to do it the way they've got it here. Then head, we want the top hat. Let's put that on, and then that's the style done. This is not a hard style to do through in-game. Where is top hat? I just put it on earlier. It's disappeared on me. Is it not called top hat? Is it called something else? Darn it, it's probably called something else. Is it magician top hat? Mystical, multi-miraculous. No, it's not. Where are you, top hat? I literally had it on just before when I was talking to my mum. I have it, but it's disappeared. Two-faced... Thug. It's so not there. Guys, did I mess something up somehow? I don't know what happened. It is a headpiece, right? Not a face piece. It wouldn't be. All right, I'm completely confused. All right, we're going to have to scroll through and see if it's called something else, or we should take that off. Because as far as I knew, it was called top hat, and I literally was wearing it just minutes ago. No, none of those. Guys, I'm so sorry. Maybe it glitched? I don't understand what happened. I was wearing it, so I know that I have it. And it was definitely this character, because my mom's been on the same character the whole time. I didn't swap to a different one. Junior said the hat is missing. Zatanna is tricking you. Apparently so. I don't know how, but apparently so. Ooh, we've got mystical magician. That kind of looks cool, but not relevant for right now. Dude, I was so sure it was called. Oh, it is called magician. Oh, I'm a nong. Just ignore me, okay? I'm so sorry. It's not called top hat. It's called magician. But that's the style. All of these you can get in the game. You do not at all need to purchase these through the marketplace. I mean, you'd have to really want multiples of that hair. But that's her. Right, actually, I should do the fishnets black. They look wrong, don't they? I should keep them black. I just thought they looked a little too black. I got too excited about it. There we go. Yeah. No, it looks more accurate when we're out here. So that's the style. And this, just keep in mind also, if you purchase this from the marketplace, you only get the hat, the hair, and the chest. You do not get the legs. And the boots you can get in-game from character creation. So they're no big deal. But the legs are from the Fate vendor. And they didn't include them. So it's technically missing a piece. I don't know what the devs are doing with this one. I find it really weird. Rose said the red heart thing blocks the chat for me too. Yeah, see? It's because I'm on my phone and not my computer. My computer is just a little bit too far away for me to see it clearly and access the chat that way, which is why I use my phone. But yeah, it does block a section of what I'm trying to read. Danielle said, oh, nice that the devs finally made another villain ally. True. Mr. Freeze, not the ally I'd wanted, but still a villain finally. That is true. It's not the villain I wanted. I want the Joker or I want Trigon. Neither one of those are probably going to be the choice. But Mr. Freeze, it is good we have one. Also, it's very nice that when we unlock him, he is already at level 4, which means his first passive is available to everybody, which I do think a lot of people will use, especially when you're creating new characters and you're able to access them rather early on. It's as long as you're activating shields, he's going to be useful. So it's nice to see that they've done that. My mom said cuppas are the best. Junior and my mum are lovely. And it's nice to have people who also really like cuppas like I do. Lucifer said, fitting it would disappear for Zatanna. Right? It is fitting that, of course, it disappeared. No, it was just me thinking it was called Top Hat when it is in fact called Magician. I actually think if you go to the Cursed Vendor and purchase it, that it is called Top Hat. Once you go into your menu and you need to put it on, it's called Magician. So clearly, I did have it. I didn't lose it, and it was the one I was wearing when I was with my mum. I forgot that the name was different in here than it was when I was at the vendor. But guys, the style is really easy to get. Please don't go spending money at the marketplace if you can get this in-game instead and you only need it for one character. Unless you really, really love this hair and you want it on all your characters, that would be worth it, because to unlock this hair, I believe is 525 or it's 350 replay badges. And if you're doing that on every character, replay badges are far more expensive. You're better off purchasing this pack so you can get the hair. But you can also purchase it on multiple characters over and over again with source marks instead and not use replay badges, which means no actual cash has to be exchanged to do this. And keep in mind, the legs are not part of this style. You cannot get them when you buy the bundle. I'm really surprised they're not included. If they were included, I might say it was more worth it. But they're not. It's just the chest and the hat and the hair. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking with this one. But I do think that is everything. That is everything. So guys, if there is something that I showcased that you would like to see again for any reason, please let me know while we are still here. I will chuck it on so you guys can see. I will ask my mum to please do her spin for us again so everyone can see the wondrous spin that you can use for your Wonder Woman. I do already have it on my Wonder Woman. The only reason I'm not purchasing it is because that's the only character I want it on. There was no point for me to get it, but my mum did want it. So thank goodness she did, because otherwise I'd be like checking to see if I can swap characters. And I can't remember if my Wonder Woman is EU or US. I think it's EU. I think we would have been okay. And I would have been able to go across to her. But it's much easier with my mum here. No swapping is nice. Oh, really? Danielle says I wanted Chengzu as an ally. I haven't heard anyone say that. That is just you. Just like Trigon is just me. No one else has said that one, I don't think. I'm just going to have another sip, guys. Man, I like my cuppers. Very, very nice. Thank you, Mum, for showcasing that one. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like if I chuck a chroma on this. I mean, we did just get that blue chroma, right? So we could try that, the blue metallic. This one here. This is not my favorite chroma, but the fact that we were given, like, it was there and I knew that other people might be interested in it considering how rare this does drop. I did want to showcase it if I could. Now, we want the white swatch on the chest. Oh, yeah. Let's go with that. Oh, it's so weird on her legs. From the waist up, it's not too bad. The hair, I think we need to take the swatching off, but she does look kind of cool. The shininess is not my favorite, but it does look kind of fun. Very inaccurate, though. I really can't stand the blue on the hair. We have to just get rid of that. Black, please, and also we could do this with the legs as well and have it potentially look a little bit better. Oh, wait. No, we'll go with the black. Oh, it did not work. Hang on. None. And then if I can get the boots to be the blue. Hey! Okay. That's not too bad. I kind of like that. That can work for me. If I could get the dark blue color on the legs for both the fishnet and her, the bottom piece, I'd be much happier. But unfortunately, that's two separate swatches. Junior said dance. Oh, we should be dancing. We can have a dance party. Why not? Multi, hello. He said color channel. It's swatches. See? I know some people, I use the word swatch because it's something in real life that does translate, but I know that most people don't use that. So I do explain it every now and then just because it's stuck in my head. It's what I'm going to say the majority of the time. It's kind of like when I see investigations and briefings, my first thought isn't investigation and briefing. It's exclamation mark. And then I have to, for a second, go, hang on, no, that's green, investigation. Oh, no, that's blue, that's briefing. So my brain still goes straight to exclamation mark. And if I play with my best friend and we collect a bunch of them, he still says exclamation mark, which I think he thinks is funny, because he does it on purpose. So I come back to my streams and start saying exclamation mark again. Which is longer to say, I'm just making it harder on myself. Danielle said, for all my apocalyptian tunes. What is? Oh, Chengzu, yes, understandable. I don't think I've heard anyone else ask for that one, though. But also, I've never heard anyone ask for Trigon besides me, too. So I think that I'm just all alone and you might just be all alone. We can be all alone together. It's great. Then we're less alone. Everyone has said hello to Multi. Multi said it's exclamation color channel. Exclamation color channel? There's no exclamation mark in the color channel. Don't start confusing me. I'll start saying the wrong thing. It could totally happen. So, guys, that is everything that I wanted to showcase to you today. Please keep in mind the items that are available in open world instead. That is, all of the lanterns accessories are available in open world. You can go and get them from the two separate vendors. If you're wanting to get the red, green, and yellow, go to Death Metal. If you're wanting to get the ultraviolet, go to Doomed Washington. If you are wanting the Zatanna style, the hair and the chest are both available from Chaos Gotham. The top hat is available from Cursed. Remember, when you purchase the top hat, it's called Magician in your inventory, okay? In the style menu. Don't be like me. Don't be like me and get it mixed up and think it's called top hat, because that was embarrassing. You know? So all of those are available elsewhere, and the fishnet stockings that aren't even available at the marketplace for the Imp Mart sale, these are available at the Fate vendor in the House of Legends. So please don't waste your money if it's something that you can get through in-game instead. I do feel like some of the things that they do are a little bit of maybe, I don't know, I don't want to say trickery, okay? I don't know. Maybe they are also ignorant on where these things are available, or they think that people will want them this badly, but I do think that some things are put in here that really don't need to be, and could potentially trick some of the newer players who don't realize where these items are into thinking they're getting something really rare and that's worth it when it's really, really not. So please be careful when you're going through the Imp Mart and make sure what you're getting there is something you actually want, and potentially something that is actually quite rare and hard to get. Like this material that I'm wearing at the moment, the chroma, this is something you have to either buy at the broker or you can't buy because it's no longer available. The booster packs are gone. So, yeah. Same with the mutant skin. That is gone. So that is an understandable purchase if you want it on enough characters and you feel like it's worth your money. Understandable. Zatanna style, not so much. Lantern accessories, not so much. Just be wary. I would also say, for the ethereal materials, they are not too badly priced on the broker. They are not the most popular, so if it is something that you are looking to grab, maybe if you only need it on one character, have a look at the broker first, especially if you're on Xbox and Switch. It is Switch up. It's very rare that it's up on Switch, but when it is, it's around $1 million. Just 1 million. And Xbox is really cheap too. I will say US and EU server are more expensive, but it's not too bad. They're not that popular. So keep that in mind. If there's one in particular of the ethereal you liked, maybe the black one, check the broker first. See if it's maybe something you can get on the character you like through in-game currency instead of spending your money, because man, the Imp Mart is just hitting our wallets too hard. Way too hard. Yeah, Multi said, don't waste your money. This is how I feel. Don't waste your money, guys. Genius said, I'm too poor anyways. Look, I have saved up rewards for competitions that are upcoming on my channel. They're a little while away, so keep that in mind. But some of the things that I have are frustrating because the Imp Mart sells them. Like I have some boxes that are, what are they called? Premium reward box, right? In the premium reward box, a bunch of the items that you can choose from in there have been in the last Imp Mart and in this Imp Mart. So for people who have not been able to make the purchase through Imp Mart, that will be a handy prize or a handy thing to try to get. But for most of us, the quality and the price of that has gone massively down because now you can get these things through the Imp Mart instead. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. But I do wonder how the sales of things are going to go on the broker now that these things are becoming available in Imp Mart. It's probably going to decrease the price of things that people are trying to sell, which is not fun for them. So, guys, thank you so much for everyone who came and watched. Thank you for everyone who joined me on my other streams as well. Thank you to my mum for showcasing the wondrous spin on my behalf, because I did not want to buy it because I already have it where I want it, and it just seemed like a frivolous purchase on that one. So thank you, my mum, for doing that. Hopefully this has helped you guys decide what is and is not worth it, gave you a bit of context as to where you can get things if you do not want to spend at the Imp Mart. You certainly don't have to. And also, please do keep in mind, if you already have an item on your character and you want it on all of your characters and it says purchased already, swap to a different character, purchase it through them, because you won't be able to purchase it on the character where it already says purchased because she already has it, so it just will not drop. So keep that in mind as well. And thank you to everybody who watches my streams, and thank you to everyone who watches later. I appreciate you all. It's all really lovely that you guys keep turning up, and on streams where I don't expect anyone to turn up because I don't give you any notice. I really appreciate it. And guys, make sure you have a good one.